Good morning. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome. So hello to all of my replayers out there. Just wanted to give you guys a shout out and love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching and hanging out with me. So today is the heart chakra. I'm excited to work on this one, but I woke up with a anxiety, and I realized that, of course, for many of us, anxiety really boils down to confidence and dealing with the solar plexus. So I had to sit with it for a little bit before I decided to follow through with the heart chakra, because I had decided to do the heart chakra last night. Good morning. And then I woke up this morning and said, well, I don't know if I should do the heart chakra. But I wrote these amazing affirmations for the heart chakra, and I was like, I really want to work on these. So how can I, is this really what I'm supposed to work on today? And it came to me. Really, we, our chakras are all functioning together. Not one will, function without the other, because we are a whole body. So in that, being that we are a whole body, that there's going to be times where, some of our energy is going to be misaligned, and that energy will affect other energies. Good morning. And so I thought to myself, you know what? It's very possible that because I'm about to clear some stuff from the heart chakra, that there's going to be some really good work that needs to be done in the solar plexus as well. So even though these affirmations, good morning, even though these affirmations are going to be, focused on the heart chakra, hi, I think that this is going to also help align our solar plexus as well. So good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. And I'm so excited to share these affirmations with you and this meditation. You have to do something with my anger. Okay. This might actually be helpful for you today. Thank you for inviting your followers. If this is your first time hanging out with me, please introduce yourself. My name is Christy K. I'm currently in Arizona, but I've been all over the place. I've lived in the South for the last 10 years. I really miss it already. I'm missing the green. I'm missing the trees and the hills, and oh my goodness. So good morning. Thank you guys for being here. If you have never done this with me before, the goal of my affirmations and meditation is to not only just do, it's more along the lines of energy and emotions and the stuff that's going on really deep down. First time here, welcome. So I'm excited to work on things that we ignore, and then to also realize that when we say these affirmations, they're not about just saying them. And they're not about, this whole hoopla of, if you say it, you shall manifest it. This is about getting deep and touching things that are really underneath it all, and the transparency that I experience. And so everything that I write comes from a transparent place, and I hope and pray that, other people can relate to this and gain something from it too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out these affirmations. I read them twice. Yes, exactly. Amen. Exactly. Yes. Hello, welcome. So, I'm going to read out these affirmations, and I'll read them twice to you guys first, and then, okay, and then we're going to go over why I chose these affirmations, and then we're going to get to the meditation. So hang in there with me, and if you have any questions, no thank you, but I'm sending you love. How about that? Okay. So, okay, let's get to, why are you dissing? I'm sorry. I mean, it is what it is. Load. I tried. I don't like being a blocker, but when, it comes down to it, if you're gonna, interrupt to the point of distraction, Whatever. So let's get down to the real reason why we're all here. How about that? Okay. Distractions. If you're ready for these affirmations, go ahead and type 1. You got to guard that good energy. Yeah. But I think, some people just like to have fun, and that is what it is. They think they're funny. I feel like I've been missing you. Mornings with you make me, I'm so honored. Thank you. 111. Got it. Wonderful. Let's do this. Okay. I open my ferocious heart to the wild spirits who crave to know me in all my authenticity. I open my ferocious heart to the wild spirits who crave to know me in all of my authenticity. Thank you. Number 2. It is safe to be vulnerable and let others feel my love. It is safe to be vulnerable and let others feel my love. Number 3. I heal my heart best by lovingly letting go. I heal my heart best by lovingly letting go. Yes, isn't she so awesome? I light up the room with my genuine happiness. I light up the room with my genuine happiness. And number 5, I choose to love without expectations. I choose to love without expectations. All right. How'd you experience those? Any of them hit you? Any of them affect you? The second one. Interesting. Ooh. Yeah. That second one got some people. Interesting. Love the first one. I love the first one too. Okay. So we're going to go over why I chose these. And I'm excited to share this because I think it really pours into why we are feeling any kind of anxiety lately. I'm learning to say no with love. Interesting. And I think that this is going to help align both chakras today. So, I open my ferocious heart to the wild spirits who crave to know me in all my authenticity. Pick people who actually see your passion and want to have more of it. People who see you for you and fall in love with that person, flaws and all. I think that it's really frustrating for us because we do this thing where we go after people who will help keep us guarded. I'm going to say that again. We go after people who will help us keep guarded. We tend to choose relationships, friendships. We go after, all of these connections that will somehow hurt us, or somehow make us feel stifled, because we are afraid to be all of who we are. So we don't like certain parts of us, so we'll go around people who will help us maintain that image. Similar, yes, but I think that in reality we're just staying hidden, and we feel comfortable in hidden. So we don't reach out to other people who are going to break the shell and pull us out into the light and say, you're gonna be fine. We love you just the way you are. And you're precious, and you're a treasure. Can't you see how bright you shine? And we don't go after those people because we don't love that part of us yet. We're holding a space for ourselves that is, hidden in the dark, because whatever we're hiding there, we don't want to feel unloved or rejected. So we'll hold that space and hide us there. And I want us to break the shell and remind ourselves what drops my. Did you guys see the Obama out? It was, I don't know, like, yeah. So, in reality, I think that, I was watching a video of children and how they're uninhibited. They don't care. Everything that they do, they go with gusto, and they get out there and they don't care about the possible dangers. They just, climb trees and bars and do things that are constantly testing their power. And they do it without fear. They do it knowing that it's possible they're going to break something, but they don't care because they want to experience it. And if they truly believe they can fly, they will find a way to fly. But in the grand scheme of things, somewhere along the way, their little ferocious heart gets caged in, and they get fear, and fear of being seen for exactly who they are, and for believing that they can do anything. They get told these things through society, and they stop attracting people who are going to motivate them and say, you can do this. You can do anything you put your little heart to. I want us to become the adults that love without fear, and love ourselves so much that we're vulnerable. My kiddo is fond of saying, see how many... Ah, that's funny. So, there's number 1. May your little ferocious heart be open and brave today. Number 2. It is safe to be vulnerable and let others feel my love. She's still fearless. I love it. Sometimes letting someone actually feel our love is the scariest part, because what if, after they have felt the power of our love, they don't want it? What if being exposed so openly and real, and the most amazing part of ourselves, doesn't attract them? Go ahead and imagine you literally opening up the space of your heart, and you pull your heart out and you hand it out. And you're not giving it to someone, you're just letting them feel it. And if they feel it, this is your heart, this is your love. They're not taking it from you, they're just feeling it. Imagine what it feels like when someone touches it and then they pull back and move away. What does that feel like? I'm actually asking the question. What does that feel like? If you could imagine you holding out your love and someone actually touched it and then moved back. I've had this. It was such a gift to love knowing nothing will be returned, destruction. Sometimes letting someone actually feel our love is the scariest part because what if, freeing actually, especially to those that are emotionally unavailable. Interesting. And if you are, you're there, and someone touches it, and now they want to hold it because they're totally in love with that love that you're handing there, and they want to hold it, and they want to hold it so tightly that you can barely see that it's there. Barely see it. It's a little shining between, but they're so engulfed in your love that they want to hold it so tightly. How does that feel? Okay. And I'm glad that you guys are saying those things, because the idea of someone moving away from you is just as scary as someone suffocating you. So you have to find a balance, and you have to determine what's healthy for you. But it is still okay to let them touch your love. It is still okay for them to feel what you have to offer, because you get to decide your boundaries. And then if someone doesn't want your love, it's not the end of the world. Because if you could have one extreme or the other, which one would you choose? If you could have somebody who touched it and was afraid of your power and moved away and just walked away, compared to a person who held on so tightly that you could barely see the love, which one would you prefer? Boundaries and balance, yes. Good stuff right there. Good stuff. Just going to leave you guys with that thought, and we're going to move on to number 3. All right. I heal my heart best by lovingly letting go. Do I have to pick? Sometimes you might have to. Sometimes there's too much of an extreme on both ends that you can only have one or the other. If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it's yours. I've always liked that statement. Oh, sure, just move on to number 3. I heal my heart best by lovingly letting go. The hardest part of growing and becoming self-aware is also knowing that who you are now may not feel appropriate for those who are behind you in their level of growth, or just people who are not going on the same path as you. The scariest part of loving people is knowing that one day they will leave you, even if they leave you through death. The loss of a steady person in your life is one of the hardest losses a person can go through, because it feels like you've got a hole now. But the loss is something you're allowed to feel. It's the letting go part that tends to be the sticky part. We don't want to let go. We want what we want when we want it. But when we get so consumed in holding on so tightly to someone who doesn't or can't be there, we lose sight of the bigger picture. We lose sight of all the things that we are capable of and all the healing we can accomplish by releasing our grasp. It feels scary, yes, but it's well worth the feeling afterward. Love separated from people that judge me, certain family members. I've separated. I think that this one really needed to be the one that really focuses on that solar plexus energy, is letting go, learning to let go of that control, learning to let go of expectations, learning to let go of people who don't want to be there, or people who just can't, they just can't follow in your path. And then letting go of just in general control. I mean, you get to live your life and live on a testimony level all the time. Teaching, the best teacher is testimony. And if you live your life exactly how you want it to look, and people do not come with you, you have to decide to let go. Oh my goodness. Oh. But this is also the energy that you're feeling in your solar plexus, I think. That anxiety of learning to let go and learning to not have to be so tightly wound up in other people, or being so tightly wound up in the fear of other people. We are going to get hurt, and we are going to lose people. We're going to lose the connection with people who aren't ready or aren't willing to be part of our lives. And that is so freaking hard. Yes. Yes, it is. It is. And I think that we have to remember what is healthy for our heart. Because imagine someone else out there. Let's just put a person that you love. Doesn't have to be a partner. It could be a friend, whatever. A child, if you're a parent and your kid is getting ready to leave the nest, whatever. But imagine that you have a person, in front of you. And imagine that there's a rope right in front of, between the two of you. And that rope is connected to their ankle. And you are the one holding on to it. You've lassoed that rope. And at one point, you guys were both roped by the ankle. But because they're ready to start moving away, they're ready to, go on to their next path, their next journey, your ankle is no longer wrapped because you are no longer connected to their journey. It is no longer about you. But because of your fear, you are holding on to that rope for dear life. Now remember, think of it. Imagine that you're holding on to that rope for dear life. And they're pulling and pulling and pulling. Your arm is getting tired and you're just, starting to get down on your knees like a kid that wraps around your leg and it's holding on with dear life. And you don't want to let go. That person is now angry at you for holding them back. That person is now angry and resentful at you for making them stay. How does that feel? Knowing that you've been holding on for dear frickin' life and they are now angry with you for making them stay. It tears and shapes your palm. Yeah. Would you rather lovingly let them go and know that at some point in the future you guys will catch up and you guys will be able to talk and experience some new things and possibly reconnect on a parallel level? Or would you rather hold on for years, months, days, whatever it takes, and have them turn around and look at you with distrust and distaste and say no? Yes. Now they leave angry. Now they leave with this disappointment in you for making them stay. How do you want that to look? Your relationships matter and your connections matter. Good morning. But don't be that person that makes people stay because of your fear. Sometimes we just have to let go for the sake of us and them and the possible future connection. Yes, yes, exactly. You both end up scarred by the ropes that bound you, not just a separation, but now resentment too. Yes, we don't make them stay. Isn't it their choice? It is in the end, yes, but oftentimes out of fear we'll beg and manipulate and lie and cry and do everything we can to force some kind of way of them trying to stick around for us, or hold some expectation that they should stay with us, or why would you not talk to me? Why would you not want to be in my life? Or, we start judging their choices in life. We start judging what they're doing and why are they doing those things. And then, it's just all these little things that come with the rope. Eventually, yes, they could untie it and choose on their own. I fear that there may not be a future connection. There is more likely to have a future connection if you lovingly let go than if you were to hold on as tightly as possible. I fear that too, though. And I think that that's one of the reasons why we anxiously hold on and try and control more. And it's totally backfires on us every single time. All right. Number 4. I light up the room with my genuine happiness. I've repeated this one before, so this is not a new one, but I want to read what I wrote. Sometimes there isn't a future connection. That's why it's so important to graciously let go. Yeah. Sometimes it's not healthy for you to hold on. Sometimes it's just not going to be a healthy future forever at all. Maybe that person is just now, they were a seasonal connection. Oh, I am listening. I am new. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I think I've seen you at least once before, but I'm so glad you're here. All right. I'm going to read what I wrote about this number 4. I light up the room with my genuine happiness. Every time you smile, you are gifting others light. Choose to gift the world with your light by spreading it through happiness. So instead of worrying about what you need to do to serve others all the time, focus on how you can make yourself happy, genuinely happy, and then give that. When you are gifting the world with your happiness, people will be like, I want some of that. We want to control things so badly, but they never come back. We need to be okay with that. Yeah, sometimes, yeah. So in the grand scheme of things, let's say that, okay, here's a great example. So we've got a bunch of kids all in one room, and there's 50 million toys. 50 million toys. But you got one kid that has a ball. And the kid is so excited about that ball that every other kid stops what they're doing. And they look over at that kid with the ball and they question, why is that ball so exciting? And then they think, I want that ball. So what happens? They go over to it and they try and take the ball from the other kid. Happens all the time. All the time. Because how dare you have something that I don't have? So I'm going to go and take your ball because I want that happy. Now they all want it, exactly. So what ends up happening with a responsible adult, instead of taking the ball away and putting it up on the shelf and saying, now y'all can't have the ball, what ends up happening with a responsible adult is what do you think happens if you decide that you've got a kid that's got a ball? It's so excited about that ball. You put everybody into a game, and everybody gets to play with the ball, but everybody gets time, and we're all working together, and we're all excited about that one ball. If you are in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and maybe late 20s, you have played kickball. you've played kickball. I don't know many people under the age of 25 who has played kickball, but it's possible. Mom goes and buys like, see, no. We know we have to have a way to teach these kids to play with all of everybody and say one ball. We don't need sharing in the terms of here, now it's your turn. You're 23, so you played. Okay, so good. and it's I would put because we've lost our imagination of what we could do with the ball. And remember, what is the ball? What is the ball in terms of this metaphor? What is the ball? Happiness. Thank you. And we're now teaching the world, yes, we're now teaching the world that the ball, happiness, we either put it back on the shelf because not everybody else can enjoy it the way, is so, it's only a single person thing. So we put it on the shelf and hide it away from everybody. Well, now you all can't be happy. Okay, sure. Or we can go out and buy another ball and say, okay, now 2 people can be happy. Or we can play kickball. And everybody gets to share the happiness, and we're all playing the same game, and we're all involved in the ball. Somehow, somebody is involved with the ball. From baseball, basketball, football. Thank you. And we're all walking around with a role to play. So many buys happiness. This is why we can't have nice things. So now we have to invest in putting roles so that everybody gets a chance to experience what it's like to participate in the ball, the happiness. Instead of saying only this one can have it because that's the only one that figured out what makes them have it. Nobody else can give you the ball. Everybody has to work together to create it. You get to decide how you genuinely share your happiness. Mic drop. Yet again. No, I was joking. Okay, number 5. I choose to love without expectations. I choose to love without expectations. Hated kickball. I think the metaphor of the ball is too much for me. What would be a better, somebody else give me a better idea of what would be a better metaphor than a ball, especially in terms of kids. A doll, maybe? The doll. So everybody gets to go to tea party with the doll and the tea, or only a dog. Yeah, dogs love everybody. Dogs can't just be all about one individual, especially with kids. Like, another face to lick. I think she's just joking because kickball is traumatic. That's dodgeball. Dodgeball is traumatic. Dodgeball is when you get hit by the ball. Kickball is when you kick it and it's out in the world, and yeah. Baseball, basketball, football, volleyball. Do you think that expectations is what ruins relationships more so than anything else? Yes. Yes, I do. Soccer, rugby. Although a lot of these are very abusive. We get a lot of bruises through these things, but everybody's happy in the end. At least until there's competitiveness. And then everybody's just like, all right, we're getting too technical on this stuff. Okay. Earthball. I like it. Okay. Snowball fights. I choose to love without expectations. Some people resent love. Like love is the culprit. Like love is the thing that makes us do stupid things and forget our boundaries and our health. No, love is pure. It's the ego, when love is present, that triggers unhealthy decisions. And we need to stop blaming love for being the problem and start taking accountability for our choices. Who we love, how we love, why we love, and then determine if any of that love is tied to expectations. If it is, drop them. Now, we've been doing all these metaphors today. Yeah. We've been doing all these metaphors today, and I've got one more for you. Don't get swallowed up by ego. Don't get swallowed up by ego when love is present. Okay. I got one more metaphor for y'all, and then we're going to get to the meditation. Hi, welcome. It's good to see you. It's been a while. Imagine yourself holding a rock. Okay? Holding a rock. And with time, the rock grows. Now you're holding a small boulder. And then, with time, continues and the rock also grows. And it's almost too heavy to bear, but you keep holding on. That rock is your expectations. And the longer you let it fester with love attached, the bigger it grows. It's like rotten cells being fed sugar. They are just going to keep on growing. Don't hate on love, and remember to love without expectations. So that was like two metaphors in one. The rock, and it's very similar. This rock is growing because it is connected with love, because love is pure. Love is the pure energy, okay? Love is the sweet, kind, loving energy. Good energy, okay? But with expectations, it's going to grow. That rock is going to keep on growing. So, if you let go of these expectations, and you let go of what you're holding on to, and you let go of all of this frustration and disappointment and all these things, and you just really, truly set your heart and your mind to, and say, I'm choosing. This is where being an empath comes in, caring too much. I agree. However, sometimes being an empath, and this is coming from personal empath, that we are great at focusing outward, giving love outward, because we are too overwhelmed with what's going on inward. Instead of working on that and really healing and cleansing ourselves of that so that we can maintain positive boundaries. So we end up, I need your advice, I'm noticing a major getting empath vibes. Interesting. And so I think that ultimately it's like we, as empaths, we need to learn how to shield ourselves a little bit and be a little bit more aware of what energy is in ours. People are drawn to me and venting so much. I've had that happen all my life. All my life. But in the grand scheme of things, we're going to get back to the affirmations so that way we can get to the meditation. But I really liked what I wrote. And, I didn't want to say cancer because I'm not sure who in here might be suffering from or have lost somebody from it. So I don't want that to be a word that hurts. That seriously seems to happen when you're easy on the eye. It's funny because being a coach, when I tell men that I'm a coach, they're like, oh, really? Oh, really? What can you coach me on? What What can you teach me? Can you teach me something? Yes, people are drawn to beauty, regardless of whether it's your soul that's beauty or your body. And I think that we all have this idea of what beauty is, so we're going to attract to different things. All right. So, expectations is the rotten cells, and love is the sugar. When you feed sugar to rotten cells, they will grow. It's just going to happen. When you feed fat to your body, eventually your body is going to start storing fat. You just can't get away from it. That's part of it. So, you have to learn to navigate, cleanse, and heal the expectations and the disappointments and the frustrations so that you can move forward and love exactly as it is. Love for the pure energy that it is, and start taking accountability for your actions, your choices, your feelings, and say, you know what? Love isn't the culprit. Love is amazing. Love is the purest of energy. It's like feeding weeds. Exactly. So, thank you guys for participating and engaging and staying with me and being patient through this. So if you guys have anything you want to say before we get to the meditation, go ahead and start now. Type 2 if you got something you want to say. Type 1 if you're ready for the meditation. Thank you. Me too. Van. Uno. Okie dokie. We're going to get to this meditation. So, just to inform you guys, I just learned how to double tap hearts. I used to, when I do it, I'm like 4-fingering it, and that sounds bad, but I'm just like, so, 1. Van. Juan. Run. Okay. We have too much. Go on. So, what did I say? I was going to tell you guys. I need meditation music that I can legally use, because I'm going to start putting these on YouTube. This one's going on YouTube. Juan. So, anybody out there who knows anybody who wants to throw down and give me some legal meditation music to put onto YouTube, you go ahead and do so. I would love to share your music and share you. So, spread the word. So we're going to do a little bit of silence this time around. It's not going to be carried with music because this is going on YouTube. So, yeah, sending love. All right. Go ahead and take a deep breath. Get into position. Close your eyes. And I want you to roll your shoulders. And stretch your arms out as far as you can go, as if you're going into a big bear hug. Take another deep breath. All right. Let your arms hang. I want you to bring your arms out slowly, wiggling your fingers. You are the tree, and your fingers are the leaves. And bring your arms all the way up. Stretch and breathe. Take a deep breath. Come back down slowly. You are the tree, and your fingers are the leaves. All right. I want you to take both of your hands and place them over your heart. I want you to repeat this after me. I love love. I love myself. I lovingly let go. And I share my ferocious heart. Take a deep breath. And as you release your hands away from your body, I want you to repeat this after me. I release all negative energy. All right. Take your right hand and place it over your heart real quick. You are loved. You are cherished and adored. Everything that you are is beautiful, and it is okay to be vulnerable and out there and loving on other people and letting love come to you. Take a deep breath and move that energy down into your stomach, right over your belly button. You are strong and wise and capable, and everything you are is beautiful and powerful. Take a deep breath and move that energy down into your pelvis area, wherever is comfortable for you. It is okay to be passionate and creative and expressive. It is definitely okay to be vulnerable. It is okay to be authentic. Take a deep breath and move that energy down into your legs. Let your arms hang. Move the energy into your knees. Bend your knees a little bit. Move the energy into your shins, into your ankles, into your feet, and into your toes. Wiggle your toes. Take a deep breath. One more deep breath. One more deep breath. All right. Let go, shake it out, stretch it out, sing it out, dance it out, whatever. Whatever. Gotta go. Have a great day. You as well. Sending blessings and love. I love doing things with you. Me too. Goosebumps. Yay! They're always so powerful. I'm honored that you feel that way. Bye. Good bumps. A good thing? Goosebumps a good thing? I think so. You're releasing energy. I have to call the vet. Still waiting on my cat's ashes. Been waiting. Aww. I'm sending you love. Lots and lots and lots of it. Sally. Alright. I am going to get going and figure out how to put this on YouTube. So, please send me some confident vibes. I got some butt to kick. Boom. Alright. You guys have a beautiful day. Heart-filled day. Powerful love day. And I hope that you'll share it with me if you have any experience, any release that you download the YouTube downloaded first. I'm confused what you mean by that. They were so rude last time I called, they're not going to be happy to hear. Oh. What is your YouTube? Coach Christy K? I don't understand. Love you. Thank you. All right. I'm sending you love. Have a beautiful day. I will talk to you later. I'm going to figure out this YouTube thing. There's downloaded specifically for YouTube. Works faster. Okay. Tweet me. Maybe I'm missing something. Downloader. Okay. Got it. Downloader. Bye, guys.